Good afternoon, guys. I'm going to make a video presentation. This is a continuation about my late video or previous video. This is about uh, drop limit in brackish water. So let's start, guys. So this is exercise 5.2, drop limit due to depth in water in ports. Meaning you have your drop is limited in your loading port. Okay. So problem 5.2.1. The vessel's name is Imbinara, and this is a port vessel for cargo hold. Imbinara is scheduled to load at Bombay, India. The port's maximum drop is 9.15 meters. So you cannot load more of your cargo exceeding this 9.15 meters. So it should be exactly or less at a density of 1.016. So this is the local density at berth. Meaning she is floating in a density of 1.016. Okay. Find maximum quantity to load, quantity of cargo to load to the draft if she has estimated weights already on board at departure as follows. Number 1, the ship's displacement to load maximum amount of cargo without exceeding the drop limit, meaning we will not exceed the drop limit of 9.15 meters. Okay. Find her saltwater departure at departure drop. Now this is your departure drop in brackish water. So what will be our departure drop if in salt water? Okay. So here you have your brackish water drop, and what will be our drop in salt water? Okay. Find the amount of cargo that you can load if your ROV at departure as follows. So this is your remaining on board weights or ROV. So we just take note of this, guys. Total is 1,838. Okay. This is step 1. You add all together the ROVs, then the total will be 1,838 metric tons. Okay. Step 2. So step 1, guys, I made it in Excel, this one. So this is the ROVs. FO is 1270, DO is 28, LO is 815, freshwater is 275, ballast is 60, constant is 190. Total of 1838. Okay, guys. There, 1838. Okay. This is in Excel form. If I click this one, guys, if you see this one, D3, D and 3, plus D4, D and 4, plus D5, this is D5, and plus G3, G and 3, plus G4, plus G and 4, and G5, letter G and 5, total of 1,838. Okay, that's how you do it, guys. Just click this one, then put plus, then click another, then plus. Okay. The next, step 2, our limiting drop is 9.15 and the density is 1.016, the local density. So the vessel now is floating at berth at the drop of 9.15 with the local density of 0.16. Okay. Now, what is the displacement of 9.15? So we go to the hydrostatic table. Go to the hydrostatic table, guys. And the drop is 9.15. Okay. 9.15. What is his displacement? Displacement is 29477.61. Check, guys. Displacement is 2947761. That is 0.61. That is brackish water, guys. Okay. Why? Okay. Take note, guys. Take notes. Take note. Because the problem says she is floating in 915, so he is already in a brackish water. So when you find this in the hydrostatic table, that will be brackish water. So when you click 915, you put 915 here, the resultant will be, the displacement will be brackish water of 2947761. Okay, and that this is the one, guys. 29477.61. And you will, what will be his displacement in salt water? The formula is the brackish water times your displacement in brackish water times your density of brackish water over your salt water of 1.025. Okay, and the answer is 29218. This displacement multiplied with 1.016 over 1.025 is 29218.78. That will be in salt water. Now take note, guys. The displacement in brackish water is 29477, while in salt water is 28218.78. Meaning the ship, when she floats in salt water, the ship will rise. Ship will rise, and his drop would be 9.076. Take note, guys, that the displacement here is bigger than the salt water. So from fresh water or brackish water, the vessel will rise up or float, because when she floats or rise up, of course, the tendency of your displacement will reduce. So if you reduce your displacement, or your displacement will be lesser than the brackish water, which is 218.78. So let's check this, guys. 29218. Okay, go down. $29218.78. Okay, check this one. 2921878. Okay, this one. 2921878. Then you push enter. Then you will have a drop of 9.076. This will be in salt water. Take note, guys. Drop now in salt water is 9.076. And look at the drop in brackish water. In brackish water, the drop is 915, which is deeper than salt water of 9.076. So take note of that, guys. And look at the displacement. This displacement is bigger than the displacement also water. And your draft at brackish water is deeper or more sinks or more immersed than salt water is 9.076. Okay. So from brackish water to salt water, the tendency of the vessel is to rise up. Of course, when you rise up, you go up, your drop will be lesser. So that's why your drop is lesser, which is 9.07, is lesser than 9.15. I hope that's clear. Okay. Now, the shift displacement to load amount of cargo without exceeding the drop limit. This is the displacement in brackish water. Displacement in brackish water, guys. Find her saltwater departure. Saltwater departure is 9.76, which is this one, guys. Because you input the 29218.217.78, which is this one. You put 29218.78, 2918.78, then you have 9.076. This will be in salt water. Okay, guys. And here, I'm sorry. This will be in brackish water, 2947761. What will be his displacement in salt water? This is the formula, guys. The displacement of brackish water times your local density over 1.025, and the answer of saltwater displacement is 29,218.78, which is one. 29,218.78, which is your saltwater of 9.076. I just made it for Excel, guys. Okay, this is run up already. I made it 29219, and the drop, corresponding drop is 9.076. Okay, step 3. We go now to step 3. So you go to step 3. Says here, find the amount of cargo that she can load if her ROB is departure are as follows. This is your ROB. So it's asking how much are we going to load. Okay. So your displacement, departure displacement of salt water is 29218.78, which is this one. At salt water, minus your light ship of 6772. What is your light ship? Your light ship is 6772. Okay, that is your light ship, 6772 minus this one, and your dead weight will be 22446.78. And I made an Excel with your displacement, departure displacement of 29218, which is this one, and minus your light ship of 6772. Your dead weight will be 22446.78. Okay, what is your dead weight here? 22446.78. 22446.78. Okay, then your minus your ROB, departure ROB of 1838, which is this one, 1838. I put here your dead weight minus your ROB of 1838, which is this one. I'm sorry, 1838 and your maximum cargo to load will be 206.78 or 2609, and that will be the same here. Cargo to load will be 206.08.78, 608.78, 608.78 or 2609. Okay, now the next step 4, consider that the storage factor is 45 cubic feet per cubic feet per metric tons. Okay, just for example that the storage factor of your cargo is 45 cubic feet per metric tons. Now you convert this one to cubic meter per metric tons. Okay, this is the constant, guys, to convert from cubic feet to metric feet, cubic meter per metric tons. So with this storage factor of 45 cubic feet per metric tons, divide it with this figure, which is constant, and you will have the value of 1.27 for cubic meter per metric tons. Okay, and how do I get this one? I have here a program. I got it from the Googles. You have here input here, and this will be the equivalent. So what we have the storage factor of cubic feet per metric tons. So we have 45 cubic feet per metric tons. Look for cubic feet per metric tons, which is this one. Cubic feet per metric tons. That's correct. Cubic feet per metric tons, which is 45. Okay, you put here cubic feet per metric tons, you put 45, and you're looking for result will be cubic meter per metric tons. So now you look for cubic meter per metric tons, cubic feet per long times cubic feet per metric tons, cubic meter per long times cubic meter per metric tons, which is this one. The answer will be 1.275. What is our answer? 1.274. Okay, anyway, it's almost the same. And the question is, I'm sorry, find. Okay, now the reason why, because we want to know how much percentage is 206.208.78 of the total cargo when we load in the vessel. So what percentage would it be if we load this 206.08.78 in the vessel? What will be his percentage? So here you have fill percentage. The formula is the cargo weight, which is this one, times your storage factor, which is this one, over your total capacity total capacity of your cargo times 100. Okay, I'll explain, guys. Ayun. Okay. This is the explanation, guys. The formula to calculate the percentage of specific amount of cargo relative to the total cargo is the value of your specific cargo, which is this one, which is the value of specific cargo, which is 206,208.78, divided by total cargo value. What is the total cargo value? The total cargo value is 31958. Okay, 31958.8, which is this one, guys. Okay, take it here. This is the capacity table of your vessel, and the total capacity cargo is 31958.8. So this is now the total capacity of your cargo is 31958.8, which is this one, guys. 31958.8. Okay, and which is explained by total cargo value, that is the one, times 100. For this formula is applicable whether the cargo is measured by weight, volume, or other unit. This is the explanation. What is this value of specific cargo? Value of the specific cargo. This represents the amount of cargo that you are interested in calculating the percentage for. This could be the weight of a particular shipment, the volume of a certain type of goods, or other relevant measures. So this is the one of your value of specific cargo. This 206,08.78, because we want to know how much percentage if we load this value of this amount in the vessel. So what is this percentage? That is what it meant. Okay. Then the next, total cargo value. This represents the total amount of cargo being considered. It's sum of all cargo using the same unit of measurements as specific cargo. So this is the one, guys, the total cargo value. This is the total cargo value of 31958.8. Okay, or this one, 31958.8. Okay, so the formula is the value of the cargo, the weight times your specific gravity, which is this one, over your total capacity of your cargo is this one, times 100, which is says here, times 100. Okay, number 3, multiply by 100. This step converts the resulting decimal value into a percentage. Okay, and the result will be 82.15% or 82. And I have here in a Excel form. Sorry. So this is your stage factor. You want to convert it to cubic meter per metric tons. This is the conversion. So 445 cubic feet divided by 3.1467, which is this one, guys. So divide this one and the result will be 1274, and the result by Excel is 1274 cubic meter per metric tons. To get the fill percentage, the cargo weight times your stowage factor over total capacity times 100. So the total cargo weight is 20608.78, which is this one, maximum cargo, and times the stowage factor, which is 1274, this one, over your total capacity of 2195880, which is total capacity is this one, 21958.8. Okay, go back to the times 100, and the result will be 0.22821 times 100. That will be 82.15 or 82%. So that's it, guys. So I hope. Then there's one thing I want to explain. For example, our cargo is this one. We'll just run it up to 206.09. Okay. What is our departure drop in salt water? Departure drop in salt water is how much? Salt water is 9076. Okay, our departure drop in salt water is 9 point, how much? Sorry, 9.078. Is that correct? Seven six 9.06 076 076. Okay. Okay. So this is your. Let's make it 9.07. 08. Okay. So this is your departure drop. And let's say your remaining cargo is 1000. Okay. For example, your remaining cargo is 1000. For example, your remaining cargo is 1000. Okay. Okay. And take note of the TPC of your departure drop. TPC of this one is 3512. It is already interpolated, which is 3512. Okay, 3512. That is TPC. TPC is 35.12. Okay. So with this figure, you divide 1000 by your TPC. That will be equals 1000 divide your TPC is, that will be 28 centimeters. Okay. Now what is your departure drop? Is 9.08 equals, so equals, deduct 9.08 minus your 28 centimeters of your sinkage. Okay, say equals minus, let's say 28 centimeters or equals minus 0.28. That will be 8.0. Okay, this is correct. By calculator, that will be 9.08 minus 0.28, that will be 980. Okay, correct. This will be number 2. That will be 9.80. Okay, go back to the, that will be your mean, 8.80, sorry, 80, that will be 8.80. Then your sinkage will be 28 centimeters. Okay, let's say it's an even keel, 9.8. Okay, just take note, guys. So now list even keel, forward and up. Let's say you have a list of 20 centimeters. You put this 9.9, 8.9, 8.9, 8.7, 8.7. You have make it, that is, put this 8.9, 8.9, 8.7, 8.7. Okay, now you have now trim by the stern of 20 centimeters, and this is your drop forward, this is your drop up, this is your mid, and this is your mid. So you have a sinkage of 28 centimeters, and your recommended cargo to load will be 983.25 instead of 1,000. You have a remaining cargo to load of 983.25. Okay, you scroll down, take this one out, take this one out, scroll down again. Then let's say you load 985 or 980. Once you load 980, what will be the result? Your mid drop will be 90779. Oh, for the sake of accuracy, you load 983. Once you load 983, your mid drop is 9.0799 and your sinkage is 2.0799, which is almost the same. If you round this up, that will be 9.08. Round this up, that will be 9.28. But for accuracy, we'll just, for the sake of discussion, we just do it like this: 983.2. Okay. Sorry. 983.2. Okay. So when you load 983.2 as the recommended cargo to load, so your draft made will be 9.08 and your sinkage is 28 centimeters. Okay. For the sake of computation, now this is the actual cargo to load for trimming. Then you go to trim 2 holes. So you go to trim 2 holes. Take note of this figure. Then you have 983.2. This is your trimming 2 holes. Okay. For example, your trimming hole is 1 and 4. So your 1 and 4. Then, so say you want to have a trim of 20 centimeters, 0.20. How much are you going to load in hole number 1? So number 1, he says 401. 401. So we put 401. 401. And number 4 will be 582.2. You get your 582. Okay. And what will be your drop? Drop says 21 here. 20. You have 21 centimeters. Okay. Well, never mind. So according to the departure drop, forward will be 8.79. Your up drop will be 9.19, and you have a trim of 21 centimeters by the stern, and your main drop is 9.08, and your mid is almost 9.08, and you have a 0 deflection. You go to the form 6. Okay. According to number 1, you are going to hold 401. Yeah, 401. The 401 there. And number 2 is 252.2. 252.2. And your departure drop would be forward is 9.897, up is 9.19, trim is 21, and your main is 9.08. Your mid is 9.08, which is this one. When how much if you load this one, your mid will be 9.08, which is this one. Okay, 9.08. Your main is this one, so you have a 0 deflection. Okay, then you go to your trim table. Take note of your remaining cargo to load is 983.3, which is this one. 983.3. Okay. Number 1 is 401, number 4 is 582, and this is your apply your correction forward and up in number 1, apply your correction forward and up in number 4, and your final drop would be 897, 819, min is 907, and mid is, so you have a trim of 22. So for the sake of to get the exact figure, this correction is only approximate, so we are going to adjust to get the right figure. So you are trimmed by the it should be 20 centimeters, right? Should be 20. How much trim by? Should be 20 centimeters. Okay, so we try to adjust this one, reduce this one. So you put here forward. This is number 1 forward, so you try to add, put here 9.2, 3 or 2. What happens? The trim is already reduced. Then we go to 9.3. How much is there? 897. We have already 897, so we go to the up part. Up is reduced, so you add here at 69, 6.9. Oh, some more, so put here 8, put here 8, 7. Then put here 6. There you are. So your trim is 20 centimeters. Your forward drop is 897. Up is 919, 917. But still you have your trim of 20 centimeters and your mid is 89.08. Your main is 907. So you have a zero deflection. Okay, so it's a matter of adjusting your forward and up correction so you can get your final drop. But the most important is your mid drop, which is 9.08. Okay, in this case you are sag, should be sag of almost 1 centimeters. But here your sag is, the reflection is 0, your deflection here is 0. Okay, so that's it guys. If you like this video, please click the like button, share and subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell. Thanks for watching. Okay, we will adjust the drop because forward you have 8.97, up is 9.18, min is 9.07, or mid is okay 9.08, and your trim is 22 centimeters. So what is your drop forward? Should be 9.98. okay, 9.98. So we make this 9.98. So forward, we will adjust this one. Put this to 9.2. 9.2. There. No change. Doesn't change. So you put it to 9.93.3. Then you have less trim now, 21. Then you adjust to 9.4. 9.4. Now your drop forward now is 9.98. Your drop up is 9.18. Okay, you get your drop 9.18, and your trim now is 21. Should be 20. So we adjust this up part, number 4. That will be hold number 4. Okay. So we adjust to hold number 4. That will be put 6.7. Now we have a zero trim now 20 centimeters. Our main drop is 9.08. Our mid is 9.08. Our forward drop is 8.98. Okay, and our up is 9.18. Okay, the same. Holds 2, trim holds 2. Okay, trim holds 2. Trim holds 2. Okay, our drop is forward is 8.98. Better 8.98. Our up is 9.18. 9.18. Main is 9.08. Mid is 9.08. We got trim here. Okay, that's now it's okay. Then here's another solution of your trim table. Okay, because first we load in hold number 1 of 400.01. So when you load, look at the correction of color correction of hold number 1, 9.4. Up correction is negative 2.8. And in number 4, your load is 582. Your forward correction is negative 17. Your up correction is 67. Okay. So here in this other program, other trim table, first you load in number 4. Because of that you will have trim by this turn. So once you load 587, you apply the correction. Once you apply the correction, this will be this is your initial drop, which is this one. Initial drop is forward 8.7, up is 8.90. Okay. Okay. 8.6, 9.29. Is that correct? 9.29. Initial drop should be 8.60. 8.60, 29. How'd you get this one? Let me check, guys. Okay. Where did you get this one? 04 04 04 04 04. The initial drop is should be this one. And this should be your initial drop. Was this one. So this is your now initial drop. Hold. I'm sorry. Undo. Here's your initial drop. Sorry, your initial drop is Forward 870, up is 890. So 870, 890. Okay, that's your initial drop. So once you load in hold number 4, because you want to load, you have a trim, you want to have a trim, so you load 582, which is this one, and you have correction forward is negative 17, up correction is 6.7. Once you've completed loading a number 4 of 582, your drop forward would be 8.60, up drop would be 9.29. Then you load in number 1, which is you load of 401. Your forward correction will be 9.4 and up correction will be negative 2.8. Once you have loaded already hold number 1 of 401, your final drop will be 9.8 and your up drop will be 9.18. Your trim is 20 and mean is 9.08 and your reflection is 0. Okay, so we have the same. Up here, forward 9.98, and up is 9.18. Your trim is 20 and your trim is 20. Your mean is 9.08. So you have 0 deflection. So it's a matter only, guys, of adjusting your this forward correction, because if you have a loading plan, your final drop should be, for example, your final drop according to your plan is this one. Forward will be 8.98, up will be 9.18, and you have a trim on 20. So it's a matter of just adjusting this forward and up correction, because it's not really accurate. You have to adjust. If you want to see the format of the trim table, so this is only in, for example, this is in capsize vessel, but you see here from 14 to 20 meters, this is almost the same correction, and up correction the same. So it's a matter of adjusting. You adjust this one to be accurate. So it's a matter of adjusting forward and up till you get the right draft. Okay, so that's it, guys. Again, let's review the here in how to find trim when handling several weights. Your when you load of 883.25, for the sake of computation, so you will have exactly the mid draft here. Once you load this figure, you have exactly the mid draft here and the sinkage. Okay, so you go to trim holds, and your trimming hold is 1 and 4. This is the remaining cargo to load. So you have a 20 centimeters trim, and how much will you load in hold number 1 will be 201. You put here 201, number 4 will be 582.2 and 582 here, and your drop will be 9.98, which is the same here. .98 forward, up drop will be 9.18, up drop is 9.18. You have 20 centimeters trim, and your main is 9.08. Main is deflection is 0, and your deflection is 0. Then you go to the trim table. Once you have adjusted the forward and up correction, your final drop, departure drop will be forward will be 8.98, which is this one. 9.18, up will be 9.18, up will be 9.18, your main is 9.08, your main is 9.08, you have a trim of 20 centimeters, then you have a 0 deflection. And another solution for trim table, you want to load first in hold number 5, or hold number 9 with 582, and you have already adjusted your correction forward and up. And once you already loaded hold number 4, this will be your forward drop of 8.60, up drop of 9.29. Your initial drop is 8, forward 8.70, up is 8.90, which is this one. So your forward drop is 8.70, up drop is 8.90, which is this one. So once you already finish loaded hold number 4, forward will be 8.60 and up will be 9.29. So you're going now to load in hold number 1 to reduce your trim. Hold number 1 is 401. Your forward correction is 9.4, up correction is negative 2.8. So once you have completed loading hold number 1, your final drop will be 9.8 forward. Okay, 9.8 forward. 9.8 forward. And your up drop will be 9.18. Up drop is 9.18. Got here 9.18 and here 9.18. Your trim is 20 centimeters and your main is 9.08 and you have a 0 deflection. So that's it, guys. Hope you like this video. If you like, please click the like button, share and subscribe, and please don't forget the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.